So a couple days ago, I decided to go to the Saks.com website. And I was browsing along, and I ordered a new jacket, kind of jacket-sweater combo that I really liked. And came to my house, I tried it on, and it didn't really fit. And I had a crazy idea. I thought it would be really fun to bring 45,000 people together here in San Francisco and millions online and call customer service. Now, before we call Saks' customer service, I want to call everyone else's customer service. So let's give it a try.
Hello, and thank you for calling customer service. If you know the extension of the party you are trying to reach, you may dial it at any time. To hear our store hours, please press 1. To start a return, please press 2. For product inquiry,
Let's not do that. That's no fun. Nobody wants to call that customer service line. It doesn't feel natural. It's not human. I can't even start talking, which is like, what you do when you pick up a phone. I have to wait. I have to select a number. That is an absolutely terrible experience. In fact, do you know what they call that in the industry? They call it case deflection. Did you know that? They're actively trying to deflect you from talking to somebody who can actually help you. It's crazy. We don't want that. As consumers, as customers, we want help. We want resolution. We want solutions to our problems. And after a few more calls like that, we might even want some retribution. That is terrible. But the good news is it doesn't have to be like that anymore because we have Agentforce and because Saks has Agentforce. As Mark showed us earlier, Saks just rolled out their new Agentforce agent, and they call her Sophie. Let's give Sophie a call and see if the experience is any different.
Hi, I'm Sophie, your Saks AI assistant. How can I help you today?
Yeah, hey Sophie, this is Patrick. I'm wondering if you can help me with my most recent order. I think I might have got the wrong size.
I'm sorry to hear that, Patrick. I'd be happy to help. Is this about the Saks Fifth Avenue Collection cashmere baseball bomber sweater you purchased on September 9th?
Yep, totally is. That's the one. I tried it on and I think it's just a little bit tight.
I'm sorry the sizing didn't work out. Based on your purchase history, a size medium should provide a relaxed fit. How does that sound?
Yeah, that sounds pretty good, but I noticed you said cashmere. Is it going to shrink?
The sweater is 100% cashmere, so we recommend dry cleaning only to preserve the natural fibers and avoid any potential shrinkage. Would you like to go with a medium?
Yeah, let's do the medium.
Great. Based on your shipping address, you should receive it within 3 to 5 business days. Does that work?
No, I have a pretty big event coming up. Is there any way I can get it in like 1 or 2 days?
Unfortunately, that's the fastest shipping available for this item. Would you like me to transfer you to someone who can assist you further?
No, not right this second, Sophie. Thank you, though. Appreciate it. Okay. Totally different experience, very friendly. I was able to immediately start talking. Sophie knew exactly who I was because she has my full Customer 360 profile. She knew my orders because she has all of our order history stored inside of Data Cloud. She was even able to take some action. She was able to switch and order me a new medium jacket. But right there at the end, you may have noticed one thing that Sophie wasn't able to do. Sophie wasn't able to figure out a way to get me that jacket any sooner. And that's because right now, at this moment in time, Sophie really only knows how to talk to the shipping carriers. She can look that up, but that's about as far as she can go. But that's not as far as Saks can go, because Saks has stores all over the country. And if we could enable Sophie with some ability to identify those stores and maybe even look into the inventory of those stores, maybe Sophie could have gone one step further. And that's what I want to show you right now. So as Clara showed us earlier, we have our all-new Agentforce Studio with Agent Builder. And this is the very first time on a Salesforce stage we're going to show you this. I am so excited. So here we are inside of Agent Builder, and you can see we have our configuration here for Sophie. And configuration is really, really important. It's all natural language. What's so cool about building these agents is if you can describe it, Agentforce can probably do it. It's really, really awesome. So here we have our avatar, we have our agent name, we have our description. But what I really want to show you is these topics. Now, topics are really the foundational building block along with actions in how you build these new autonomous agents. And think about topics as just kind of categories of information. So I've got an order management topic here, for example, and that actually happens to be the topic that we were just in our last call with Sophie. And if you're wondering how that works, again, it's just a description. If we look at this order management topic, we can see the kind of description and scope of the topic. We can see some specific instructions. And what happened in that conversation is Sophie was just listening to what I was saying and identifying that I'm probably talking about order management. Simple as that. That's how we make that connection. No writing complex IVR trees or writing code to make that happen. It's just reasoning. Now, within these topics, we have actions. And you can see some of the actions that Sophie already knows how to do. And if you notice, these are actually just flows. We'll spend some more time on that in a moment. But you can see some of the actions that Sophie actually took, like finding my order number, checking the order status, even modifying the orders. Those are all actions that we just saw Sophie perform. But I want to add some new actions. I want to give Sophie the ability to find stores and see if we can find some new inventory. So if I click Add Action, I can see here I've got a couple things that might help me out. I've got Get Nearby Stores. I'm probably going to need that. Change Delivery Method. I might need that. But you'll notice I don't have anything for the store's inventory. I can't look into a store inventory anywhere. So let's fix that. I'm going to close this. I'm going to jump over here to add a new Agentforce action. Now, as we heard earlier from Clara, what's so incredible about Agentforce is you're starting from so far ahead because you've already got all of the workflows and processes built right into Salesforce. You already have all of your data. So you can see all of the flows. These are just all of the flows that you've already built attached to your org. You can pick these and add these to Agentforce. But in our case, I need to call MuleSoft. So I'm going to pick a MuleSoft API, and I happen to have a store inventory API already available to me. And what's amazing about these agents is they can actually query and talk to these APIs just like we would be able to. So I'm going to add this API. I can edit the inputs and outputs if I need to. And I'm going to go ahead and click Finish. And we're going to jump back over to Agent Builder. If I add these actions, we should get some new things. So let's add Get Nearby Stores. Let's do Change Delivery Method. Let's schedule an in-store pickup. And let's add our Store Inventory API. So we'll add those, and you can see they got added to our actions here. Now, there's some magic here that's going to happen. I'm going to show you the magic, but there's some magic, which is we don't have to write any more code. That's it. That's all we had to do. We just had to add the actions, and Agentforce and Sophie are going to reason over what I want as a consumer and figure it out. But you don't have to trust me. Let me show you how it figures it out. We're actually going to show you the Atlas reasoning engine thinking every step of the way. So I'm going to go back in here and I'm going to type in, we saw voice a moment ago, I'm going to type in what I want here, and bear with me because I'm pretty confident, but I'm not confident enough to type on stage, so I'm just going to paste that in. So hi, my name's Patrick Stokes, customer ID, yada, 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 and you can see as she's analyzing, we can actually see the Atlas reasoning engine here right in the middle. We can see the prompt that I just gave it. We can see the connection to that order management topic that we just saw. And now we can start to see the actions actually being taking place. So Sophie is actually going out and querying our find order number flow, bringing that back. She's then moving on to the next step, which is to check the order status. Now, this is where she failed before, because in my question, I'm asking if I can get it any sooner. She failed at that before, but now she goes on to the next step, because she's figured out that I might have another way to get this here, the jacket here, just a little bit sooner. So you can see Get Nearby Stores. She's trying to see if there's a store near me. Now she's actually looking into the Store Inventory API. And then she's figured out that, hey, I need to go back to the customer. I need to ask if the customer would like to do an in-store pickup. She doesn't just schedule it herself. She's going to come back and ask me as well. So do I want a new in-store pickup? Yes, I do. We're going to enter, and we're going to see the conclusion of Atlas, and there we go. So now Sophie is figuring out these last few actions, which is to change our delivery method and schedule an in-store pickup. Now, what's amazing about this is all I have to do is deploy this agent, and it works everywhere, whether we're in voice, like we just were a moment ago, or whether we're in Apple Business Messages or in a chat on our website. It just works. It's all one agent. And to prove that to you, I want to give Sophie a call back, and I hope this works, but we're going to give Sophie a call back, and we're going to see if she now has this new capability. So let's give it a shot.
Hi, I'm Sophie, your Saks AI assistant. How can I help you today?
Yep. Hey, Sophie. It's me, Patrick, again. I wonder if you can just give me an update on my order delivery from my most recent order?
Is this about the Saks Fifth Avenue Collection Cashmere Baseball Bomber Sweater?
Yep, that's the one.
Great. We have 2 delivery options available. I can have it delivered within 3 to 5 business days, or it can be picked up as soon as today at Saks San Francisco. Which option works best for you?
Oh, that's great. I would love to come into Saks San Francisco and pick it up.
Great. I've placed the order and notified the in-store client advisor that you will pick up the item. They will have it ready for you within the next 3 hours. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Nope, that's fantastic. Sophie, thank you so much. You've been super helpful. Thank you. So you can see how we think that this is going to transform everything, how you can get these agents to reason and do anything that you might need them to do. Remember, if you can describe it, you can get Agentforce to do it. But as Clara said, we need to be able to do this with trust as well. And so